unified as a collective body to not only decrease the crime and violence in our city when it comes to youth, but promote higher academic outcomes. Today, we are happy to announce that over 70 elected officials, with special recognition to Superintendent Henderson, Councilmember Nadine Ramsey, OPSB Vice President Leslie Ellison, Senator Troy Carter, and Representative Gary Carter, will be supporting us in a wonderful Project Live and Achieve rally. We'll have keynote speaker Dr. Bernice King. We will have Mayor-elect LaToya Cantrell. We will have U.S. Congressman Cedric Richmond and Angela Yee for the Breakfast Club as our keynote speakers, where we will have a wonderful rally at Xavier on February 2nd at 10 a.m., where over 5,000 New Orleans students will stand together to decrease the crime and violence in our city. We ask that the community come out and support us. We ask that the community rally around our students to end or decrease the violence in our city. We ask that the community supports our students around education because it is our future. We believe in all of our students, and we believe in the positive outcomes of what they can become as positive citizens for New Orleans. Thank you.
We'll now have some remarks from our elected officials. First up, Councilwoman Nadine Ramsey.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. I must first commend InspireNOLA for this wonderful program. It is not done without great leadership and without a sense of great responsibility to the young people in our community. And I would be remiss if I did not thank Mason for sharing his story with us, because I know it cannot be easy. I was one of those who visited with the students last year during an unfortunate event. I visited with them several times, and my heart bled with them because I could sense that they want something different in their environment, in their lives. The academic achievements at this school and at InspireNOLA have been so wonderful, but we must get off the campus and do more and provide conflict resolution, opportunities for other engagements for our young people. So I'm so happy to stand here and take part in this. Jamar McNeely has been wonderful in not only inspiring the students, but inspiring the community to do more. And so it's a delight to be here today, and I look forward to taking part in all the other programs that are scheduled for this year. Thank you.
Orleans Parish School Board Member and Vice President Leslie Ellison.
Good morning. I will say ditto to what our councilperson has just said. But one thing that I would like to speak to our parents of our high school students. What we're doing right now, our parents must be involved. And not saying that we don't have parents involved now, but we need more parental participation. We need alumnus to get involved. We need all those that are part of our community. You know, it should grieve our heart, and sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, when a young person or a person is gunned down in our community. And as I walked on the campus this morning, my heart reflected back on that day, that night, when the young man was murdered here on campus, outside of campus. But when we see news reports, or we see the yellow tape, or see the flashing lights, we sometimes just keep going on to our next event or wherever we're headed to. But if we take a minute and pause and think about that individual has family members connected to it, they have community, friends, loved ones connected to that individual. And if we'll take the time sometimes to even speak life into our kids, and speak life into those that perhaps may be struggling in school, or they may not even be in school, but should be in school. Speaking words of encouragement, even to those that may seem like they're the hardest thing out there. But deep inside, we all have a heart. And so sometimes when we speak life to our kids, it encourages them to move on and to move forward. We all want to see our kids successful. We all want to see our kids achieve that which is in their heart to do. So it takes a community to speak to our kids and not turn our heads or turn a deaf ear. And this program, I believe, is doing just that, speaking life to some kids, or those kids that need to be encouraged and lifted up. So again, I encourage those that are here in the audience, those that are in back of me, and those that are even listening through our viewing audience, that we would continue to speak life to our children and not death. Thank you.
And the Superintendent of our Orleans Parish School Board, Dr. Henderson Lewis Jr.
Thank you and good morning to everyone. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Jamar McNeely and the entire InspireNOLA community for bringing everyone together for this, what I would say, a clarion call for our students. In our great city of New Orleans, we have over 40,000 students, and we want to make sure that all of our students receive the best possible education. But we also do recognize every single day that they live lives that we have sometimes no idea about and the things that they're being faced with. But as educators, as leaders, we have to come together. We have to come together today to make sure that we provide our students everything that they need. In our city right now, no one, and I mean no one, can stand on the sideline and just watch. We need our clergy. We need our faith-based community. We need our philanthropy community. We need all of our school leaders. We need our parents. I can recall my grandmother. I can recall the pastor of my church all saying it takes a village to raise a child. We have to go back to something that we all know. It's nothing new, but it's going to take everyone, all of us working together to make sure that every single student and every single school in the city of New Orleans receive the best possible education. But they cannot receive the best possible education if we are not supporting them on every level. We see every single day. We saw what happened in Kentucky on yesterday. Things are happening, and we have to make sure that our students are equipped for the future. Because whether we realize it or not, they are our future leaders. They will be the ones to solve the problems that we're even trying to solve today. And so we must make sure that we equip them so that they can solve things that we may not have the opportunity to do so. So as we look at this new initiative, yes, we need, again, everyone on board, because at the end of the day, our most precious jewel we're talking about, and that's our students. Over 40,000 students in the city of New Orleans who we must fight for every day. And I'm calling on everyone to do just that, to join in this fight and help our students.
As Mr. McNeely mentioned, we have over 70 elected officials, community groups, nonprofit organizations, and businesses that have joined us in this effort. Some of them are represented today, and we want to make sure we acknowledge them. The Hyatt Regency New Orleans, as well as the Hyatt Black, New Schools for New Orleans, Democrats for Education Reform, St. Augustine High School, New Beginning School Foundation, Stand for Children, the Audubon Charter Network, the Alliance for Diversity and Excellence, and WBOK. Those are just some of the organizations that have signed on to this effort. We provided everyone with a list of all of the elected officials who couldn't be with us today and the other organizations that will join us. This initiative is not going to end today. It's not going to end at our rally next week. This is a year-long program, and we are calling on the citizens of New Orleans and other nonprofit organizations and community groups to join us. We'll have more information about the initiative and the programming, as well as the actual calendar that we currently have on our website at www.inspirenolacharterschools.org, and we'll have a tab just for Project Live and Achieve, because we can't do this alone. We know if we want to increase the impact in the city of New Orleans, we've got to have more organizations, more people, and more elected officials to join in with us. Again, we invite everyone to our rally on Friday, February 2nd. It'll be held at Xavier University of Louisiana Convocation Center, and will begin at 10 a.m. Our keynote speaker is Dr. Bernice A. King, who serves as the CEO of the King Center, as well as she is the daughter of the assassin of Martin Luther King Jr. And this year, we will actually be the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King, as well as the signing of the Civil Rights Act. So what better way to have an initiative that's going to promote nonviolence and academic success than having a trailblazer in the civil rights movement. So we're very excited about our rally and our program that we have this year. We thank everyone for being here with us today. Some of our elected officials will remain, as well as Mr. McNeely, for if the media have any additional questions. But again, if anyone has more information, they can visit our website, InspireNOLACharterschools.org. Thank you all.